It was 4th of July weekend, and Donald Trump was riding high. The Supreme Court delivering win after win, including a decision that let him revive his promised policy on birthright citizenship.
That was meant for the babies of slaves. It wasn't meant for people trying to scam the system and come into the country.
Congress passed his big, beautiful bill.
The motion is adopted.
Tax cuts extended. Border security funded. Internationally, Trump finally getting NATO to pay more for defense. Controversial military strike on Iran appearing to be a success.
I believe it was total obliteration.
July 4th, Trump's approval rating flirting with 50%. Pretty good for just about any politician these days. Fireworks in D.C. that Friday night, not just for the country, they seem to be for Trump himself. Days later, things exploding, and not in a good way for this administration. See, while Trump was checking off campaign promises, one loomed largest for some of his most conspiracy-minded supporters. Talking, of course, of the so-called Jeffrey Epstein files. Back in February, Attorney General Pam Bondi telling Fox News the disgraced financier's alleged client list was, quote,
sitting on my desk right now to review.
Conservative influencers even got binders outside the White House marked Epstein files Phase 1. Those binders, turns out, filled with little we didn't already know. And then, crickets. That is until Monday, July 7th, the country getting back to work from a long holiday weekend, and the DOJ using that opportunity to drop a memo. There was no list. Epstein wasn't murdered, and there would be no more investigation. The outrage among MAGA faithful was immediate. Trump tried to move everything along, saying Epstein was, quote, somebody no one cares about anymore. Speaker Mike Johnson, meanwhile, letting the House skip town early, go home for recess so they don't have to force a vote on the Epstein documents.
No one in Congress is blocking Epstein documents.
Speaker Johnson has assured that August has become the Epstein recess.
People didn't just expect revelations. They felt duped by an administration that had promised them answers on questions members of that very administration have been fanning for years. And so far, there's been no second wave of documents, no phase 2, no answers, except more media reports documenting President Trump's relationship with Epstein over the years. Now, the White House, for its part, stressing that the president cut that friendship off before Epstein's first bust for sex trafficking back in the 2000s. Trump now back at it, grasping for distractions, accusing former President Barack Obama of treason. That's a capital offense. Also teasing unrelated scandals.
Remember this, Obama cheated on the election.
Anything, it appears, to turn the page from this story that threatens to envelop his second term.